Okay, everyone, let me know that the audio and video is working. But this is my kind of end of the year crypto market recap, sort of my picks for the holidays and spring of next year. Very, very exciting time in crypto land, you guys. Very, very exciting time. And I think that we are entering the fifth wave of crypto. And this time from now to the end of the year and then going into spring is going to be probably the most important time for crypto in its history. And we're going to see massive, massive growth as the old system dies and the crypto system starts to take over more and more. And I'm just going to kind of go over the market recap, what's kind of been happening recently, and then my picks, both medium and short term. I focus on medium and short. Let me turn my heater off. It's noise in the background. I don't really do short-term trading, okay? And you have to realize that most people, you know, they start making money with Bitcoin and they get enamored with their profits, and they read about people losing margin trading and people buying low and selling high and doing all this different stuff. And they don't realize that most people lose money trading, you guys. Like at least 90% of people lose money trading. And the media and everyone, they kind of trick you, right? They trick you into thinking that you want to be a trader, right? And it's partially because you have to think of it like how exchanges work is exchanges make money every time you make a trade, right? So of course they want you to trade. And so of course the media is full of all this propaganda saying, oh, you should be a trader and you should try to day trade and do all this stuff, because those companies make money every time you try to trade. They make money whether they're making their money whether you win or lose. And also the people, the big money, you know, crypto is manipulated. You know, all this, even Bitcoin with this high market cap, it's manipulated. Just like every market is manipulated by the big money, you guys. And just when you think it's bottomed out, it'll go lower. And just when you think it's reached its peak, it'll go higher. And so you want to just try to play market trends and be patient, okay? You know, I've been buying Bitcoin since it was $350. My only real strategy with crypto is I don't buy when it gets too high, okay? I just try to buy dips, what I'm saying, okay? So, you know, Bitcoin was in that, when I bought Bitcoin was worth $350, it was that low for quite a while. And then I bought less as it went up parabolic, right? And when Bitcoin hit $7,500 like a week ago, people were texting me, like, because people read about the price and they're saying, Luke, I've read about Bitcoin. You know, you've been talking about Bitcoin for so long. You know, how do I get in? How do I buy? It's now a good time to buy. And I told them no. I told them that Ethereum and Litecoin were better buys at that point. And I was right. Okay, Bitcoin since bottom, and it's basically back to where it was because it's very resilient right now. But yeah, just, you know, buy and hold for the long term. And then let's see if my live chat is working at all. Okay, well, I think it's working. Okay, so let's go over what's kind of happening, okay? So if we look at, this is my favorite trader. His name is Dallin. He runs a YouTube channel called High Altitude Investing, and he's very good at pattern recognition and using Elliott waves, okay? And so these are, here, I'll show you his Bitcoin chart. So this one right here. This is probably my favorite one of his. Just because it goes hand in hand with the market cap. So let's push play here and it's going to show us. Okay, see how Bitcoin goes in waves? So we go, this is the first wave, then it dips. And it dips on Fibonacci's and in certain waves, okay? And then it goes this next wave, and it dips down in the wave, and then it goes up in what's called the fifth wave, okay? And in this big fifth wave, we've now entered the fifth wave of the fifth wave. So there's minor waves, you know, there's minor waves in these big waves, right? So this is the big wave, and then there's a minor wave, and then within these waves, you know, there's minor waves, okay? And see, we dipped and we hit near this price point right here. It went even lower, and now we're back up. We're probably going to go a little bit lower again, and we're going to kind of roughly follow this trend line. See how this is following? See how this is roughly following? Okay, we're going to roughly follow it. It could be, you know, anywhere within this range, but roughly it looks like by the end of the year, Bitcoin is going to about 11K. Okay, probably 10K. It might go all the way to 12. Who knows? But somewhere with that 10 to 12K, Bitcoin's going to top out at some point. It might have a retracement for a while. Who knows? But you have to realize that the whole market cap is following the same wave. And so from now to the end of the year, it looks like, you guys, we're going to see about a doubling in the whole crypto market cap. So Bitcoin combined with all the altcoins, the whole crypto market's going to double in about 2 months, or about a month and a half now, it looks like. Looking at the charts, and you have to realize the big money is getting in now, guys. And if you haven't jumped in, please jump in. Please make a Coinbase account. Please start tooling around with it and start buying little bits and start experimenting with it, because you're going to have to learn this sooner or later, and this is the new money. Okay, you have to realize that we're going from a dying fiat broke paper system of slavery to a new decentralized system of freedom with monetary sovereignty. Okay, and you have to be able to ride this wave, and you have to learn it, and if you learn it now, you'll be very profitable. Okay, I've been learning this stuff for about 2 years, and I've made a lot of money just being able, you know, I don't even day trade. I just buy and I hold mostly. When stuff goes up a lot, sometimes I'll sell a little. So I do medium-term trades, but I don't do short-term trades. I only do medium to long-term trades, okay? So anyways, here are my top 4 picks going in from now to, I would say, about summer of next year. So through spring. So this like winter and spring. So like next 6 months, okay? We gotta get you those holiday gains, right? No one enjoys a holiday gift like the gift of Christmas crypto gains. Okay, number 1 pick. This is number 1 because this is the safest, okay, in my opinion, because it's not really a company, it's a cryptocurrency. This is Litecoin, okay? So Litecoin, it hit about $85, $90. It dipped down all the way to 38 during the China FUD. And then it's back. It's been hovering in that 55, 60 range, and now it's broken out of resistance, and it's back. It looks like in another bull run. Okay, Litecoin is my number 1 pick of the next 6 months, because mostly you have to realize that the path Bitcoin is chosen. So Bitcoin is open source software, and the core developers in the community of Bitcoin have chosen for Bitcoin to be digital gold, and I personally agree with it. The most important property of money is store of value. Okay. And it is very important that Bitcoin remain a store of value. And it's true, Bitcoin fees have gotten up to like $10 now sometimes. And Bitcoin, the whole network is full. But the core developers rightly chose that it's okay, you know, we can develop Bitcoin in layers, okay? And through the Lightning Network, Bitcoin will scale in different ways on top of the blockchain. But it's important that the blockchain remain decentralized store of value. It's because the world doesn't need a payment system. You guys have to realize that the world doesn't need a payment system. We have PayPal and Square. We have we have Visa cards. You know, we have tap, you know, kiosks. We have amazing payment technology. The world does not need that. What the world needs is a replacement for the US dollar and for fiat currency. It needs a store of value that the markets can be built upon. Okay, it needs a mathematical constant. You know, the US dollar, it's important you realize, is not a constant. It doesn't, there's no it's not like math or physics. There's no mathematical determination of what is a dollar and what gives its value. Bitcoin's different. Bitcoin is a mathematical precise store of value, digital gold. Okay, and that's fine, but that's where Litecoin comes in. The world is changing. For the first 8 years, you know, Bitcoin's been around for almost 8 years now. Crypto was a speculation, right? It was speculative. It was a store of value, and it was speculative. Okay, and by speculative it means that people bet that it was going to go up in value so they could make money on it. And Bitcoin's also a store of value. And those are the 2 things that Bitcoin has. We're entering the next wave of crypto innovation where crypto will actually become used in the real world. And one of these use cases is payments. Bitcoin's not very good for payments, especially in the future with the way Core has chosen to go with Bitcoin. But Litecoin is designed for payments more. Litecoin has about 4 times the capacity of Bitcoin. Its blocks are 4 times faster. If you've ever used Litecoin, if you send Litecoin to someone, they get it in their wallet almost instantly. It's actually crazy how fast it is. Litecoin is very compatible with Bitcoin. And so what you guys have to realize is that there's a new technology coming out called the Lightning Network. And one of these components of the Lightning Network is called atomic swaps. And basically through cryptographic magic, any blockchain that is compatible with the Lightning Network, it's a decentralized exchange. So what this basically means in layman's terms, if a merchant only accepts Bitcoin, they don't even accept Litecoin, you can actually pay them with your Litecoin, and then the Lightning Network will actually turn Litecoin into Bitcoin, and they will receive Litecoin, they will receive Bitcoin in their Lightning wallet, even though you used Litecoin, okay? And with Bitcoin's fees, it'll actually be cheaper to open up Lightning wallets with Litecoin. And so I think what people will be doing is that even if Bitcoin is the only crypto accepted by like a merchant, for example, it'll be cheaper, much cheaper and faster for you to open up a Lightning wallet with Litecoin on it and then send them Litecoin, and then through atomic swap, if they choose, they can get Bitcoin instead of Litecoin. Although a lot of merchants will probably just be accepting Litecoin. And Litecoin is the future of payments, I think. And so you have to ask yourself, you know, what is the value proposition of that? You know, there's only if you look at the price, it's only 0.008, and there's only 4 times as many Litecoin in circulation compared to Bitcoin. And so the fair market price should be 1/4 of Bitcoin. Okay, I don't know if it'll ever actually get to 1/4 of Bitcoin, but I think a more reasonable amount is 1/10 of Litecoin. And right now you can see it's less than 1/100th of Bitcoin. It's actually less than 100th. And I think that the next 6 months will be Litecoin's time to shine. I'm a big fan of Cliff High. I read his Webbot reports. They've made me tons of money. He's the smartest crypto mind out there. I can't believe sometimes when I listen to Cliff High how smart the man is. Do yourself a favor and type in Trace Amigos. It's where him, Bix Weir, and Jason at 4 talk about cryptos and silver and all the politics going on in the world right now. And gotta pump my neck here. You guys hear that? That's Nutritional Balancing Science healing my body. But anyways, you guys got to check out Cliff High and his Webbot report, which is a way that he analyzes web data to kind of predict the crypto future. And he also analyzes coins too, because he's a computer programmer, and he's a very, very good computer programmer. And not only that, he runs his own business, so he understands the business solutions that crypto will provide. Okay. And Litecoin is going to be the payment coin, I believe. That's my pick. I think that Bitcoin Cash isn't as compatible with Bitcoin, and they've chosen to fight Bitcoin. Litecoin is basically like Bitcoin Cash if Bitcoin Cash decided to play nice. Litecoin is also, it gets all the Bitcoin upgrades before Bitcoin gets them, because the core developers use Litecoin because of a test network. And so like Segregated Witness, a recent Bitcoin upgrade that Bitcoin got, Litecoin got it months in advance because they wanted to test it on Litecoin. And Charlie Lee, the lead developer of Litecoin, is always like, hey core, you know, let me test some of your newest innovations. And so Litecoin is actually the bleeding edge of crypto tech from the world's best programmers. Okay, so that's important to realize as well. And so I love Litecoin. I think the ratio of it compared to Bitcoin is way low. And I think it's gonna be, you know, the Webbots say it will be the bell of the crypto ball. Okay, so it's gonna be the shining star of the next 6 months. Okay, and I think Litecoin is gonna perform very, very well. Okay, my next top 3 picks. These are more long-term holds. Litecoin is my favorite medium-term hold, and then I'm gonna go show you my next 3. Okay, I love AMEC Go. Okay, the Webbots say that this is going to do very, very, very well in China. AMEC Go is a next generation wallet that they're building in like the Thailand, Southeast Asia area. It's a decentralized exchange combined with a wallet. So it's going to be a platform where it'll convert any crypto into any other crypto, and any crypto into fiat and vice versa. So it's like a hub where you can convert any fiat into any other fiat money, or fiat into crypto, or any crypto into any other crypto, or, you know, any combination of crypto and fiat. And then you know, they're a business too, and they're a good business with they're already an established business. AMEC is actually a business that's already active in Asia, and they have contracts with like McDonald's and Thailand and stuff. And so basically McDonald's and all these big corporations are going to be using the AMEC platform to accept crypto, it looks like, relatively soon. And that's going to be very, very bullish. They have a great long-term plan, a great team. They have the next generation technology using something called Plasma, where they're basically using layer 2 smart contracts to build decentralized exchange along with a wallet. And I love AMEC, okay? Another good one, Populus. Now, Populus has exploded lately. You might want to wait for a pullback before you buy this one. Populus, it sounds crazy, you guys, but this is the kind of gains you can get in crypto. Populus was $2, I should say, $2.50 about a week ago. And it topped out at about $10, right? So that's 4x. It's up it went up 4 times its price in a week. And this is because their beta is about to come out, and Populus is going to be a monster, you guys. Populus is a peer-to-peer platform for buying and selling invoices. And this is extremely important for small businesses to have capital, to inject capital into marketplaces. It's important way, invoicing is an important way for businesses to borrow money to make payroll and stuff like that. It's invoice factoring is a $1 trillion industry. And if Populus even gets a fraction of that $1 trillion industry, this will be a monster, okay? And look at the gains that's already happened. And what's cool is through the Populus platform is you'll get passive income. So you'll be able to actually buy like invoices for like 5% a month, and you'll be able to make like 5% a month on your Populus tokens and passive income. And then you can choose to either cash out that money, or you can just reinvest it to get more Populus tokens, or do whatever the hell you want with it, okay? And Populus is going to be a monster. It's a great business team. It's in Cliff High's data. It's going to be a monster. He thinks that the market cap of Populus will go 1-to-1 with Ethereum. So imagine the price of one Populus token when it goes 1-to-1 with Ethereum. Okay. You know, if you look at Populus, let's see where it is down here. You know, it's at 23 with a 367 million market cap. So if it's going to catch up to Ethereum with a 31 billion market cap, you know, how much is, you do the math. And this is while Ethereum's going up as well. So not only is it catching up with Ethereum, but Ethereum's going up in dollar terms as well. So you can just imagine how much of a monster Populus is going to be. I was lucky to get it very early. But still a good buy. I think these three, VeryTasty, AMEC, and Litecoin, are probably better buys right now just because Populus went parabolic recently. You might want to wait for a pullback, but it's still a good buy long term. Still a good long-term buy. My favorite long-term hold, like I said, I don't do short-term trades really. My favorite medium-term is Litecoin. My favorite long-term is still VeryTasty. Okay, VeryTasty, I believe, is going to be the next Amazon. It's hard for a lot of people to get their minds around VeryTasty. It's the same thing with Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin's a hard thing to get your mind around for like gold and silver investors. Ethereum was a hard thing for people to get their mind around who were Bitcoin investors when Ethereum came out. And then VeryTasty, Populus, AMEC, these are now companies building platforms on top of blockchains. And then people think they're scam coins or something, but they don't realize that you're basically buying stocks in a company. Okay, and I think VeryTasty is the next Amazon. What they're doing is building peer-to-peer capital markets, or VeryTasty is like the platform. So you can imagine like Google, right? So Google has like a technology stack, right? We have Gmail, and you have Google Analytics, and you have Google Search, and you have AdWords. Imagine the blockchain version of that, where in order to access the VeryTasty stack of technology, you had to basically have VeryTasty tokens, okay? And that's what gave the tokens value. They're basically tokens to access VeryTasty software. And this includes a decentralized exchange built through VeryTasty, where you'll be able to buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, all the big crypto, all the crypto markets, along with buying and selling VeryTasty itself to give you more stake in the network. It includes not only a decentralized exchange, it includes rental facilities of the VeryTasty tokens. So if people want to get access or rent access to the VeryTasty network, you'll be able to rent your VeryTasty to people so they get access to the network. It includes, you know, they'll have smart contracts. They're building smart contracts for large institutions. It includes more centralized services. So they're building, basically they're helping like whole countries build new stock exchanges. VeryTasty actually is building a stock exchange for the country of Jamaica. It's crazy, right? They're building a new blockchain-based a peer-to-peer market that goes along the Jamaican stock exchange, and they're building it for whole countries. And then Reggie Middleton has said he's also in talks with the top 10 stock exchange. We think, me and Cliff I think that's probably Germany. Okay, so it looks like they're in talks with Germany and or some top 10 stock exchange, which is worth like $1 trillion. So how much is VeryTasty going to go up when people realize that VeryTasty is signing contracts with nations to build new stock exchanges, right? And then these tokens represent interest and ability to access these capital markets, right? So VeryTasty is also the ability to access, peer-to-peer, not only the decentralized exchange, but it also means capital markets. So so borrowing money, lending money. It also means physical assets. Using their software, you can what they're calling veritizing assets. So you can use their software and wrap it around physical assets like silver or real estate. You can then put the real estate or the silver or the gold or whatever physical asset onto the peer-to-peer marketplace where it can get bought and sold in chunks. You can do that with distressed assets. So countries will be using VeryTasty to sell toxic distressed assets to get as much as they can on the open blockchain marketplace. It's a big deal, you guys. And the web bots say the VeryTasty has a very long legs. Cliff High and his work says VeryTasty is going to be a monster. And it's my big winner, and it's my favorite long-term hold. Okay, it's going to even through passive income because you'll be able to rent VeryTasty tokens. It looks like, look, as we go down the line, VeryTasty will start to replace the bond market. It'll start to replace countries' bonds. Okay, so yeah, VeryTasty is a big deal. So those are my top 4. Favorite medium-term Litecoin. Favorite long-term hold is VeryTasty. I wouldn't sell VeryTasty for 5 years. AMEC and Populus are more 2 to 3 year holds, maybe. We'll see. And these, I think Populus and AMEC are also long-term holds. And then my honorable mention, you guys, is I made a video but I had to delete it because it was on my mobile, is SALT token. So we'll say that my 5th one is my honorable mention. And SALT is a platform where you can buy and sell. I mean, not buy and sell. You can get collateral-based loans. Okay, so what that means is that you can take your $50,000 worth of Bitcoin or however much Bitcoin you have, and you can get a loan with competitive interest, where basically you just get dollars from that collateral, right? So what that means is, like, if you have $50,000 worth of Bitcoin, you put that in a SALT smart contract. The bank then loans you $50,000 worth of US dollars. You can do whatever you want with that money, and then for however the terms of the loan are, you have to pay back the loan. You can pay back the loan with crypto. So what I will be doing is I will be taking out a loan with Bitcoin as the collateral. I will be taking those dollars. I will be reinvesting that into more crypto, and then you can pay off your monthly payments with crypto directly. So with the crypto gains, I will then slowly pay off the loan. And it's basically a way to do long-term margin for crypto investing. That's the way I'm using it. But it's also a way to skirt capital gains. And it's most importantly, it's one of the first bridges to, it's a first bridge from the fiat world to the crypto world. And a lot of people are making a lot of money with crypto, but they don't want to pay capital gains. They don't want the government to know how much money they have. They don't want to have to sell it on the market. Well, SALT, they'll have credit cards along with the loans, and you won't have to pay capital gains. You can just get a loan with Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever crypto as the collateral. You can then spend the money however you want, and then you can just make payments on your loan. Okay, and you don't have to pay capital gains. It's amazing. It's brilliant business plan, and it's going to change the world in a lot of ways. You can do whatever you want with your crypto gains. Like I said, without paying capital gains. You can buy a house. You can buy a car. You can pay your rent. You can go buy a Nintendo Switch, which I was just looking at. Do whatever you want with your crypto. Okay, it's your money. And these are the companies. We're turning the corner with crypto. where the first use case is starting to come out. Okay, Salt, people using their crypto to get loans, to buy stuff. Okay, Populus, as the fiat system crumbles, businesses will need access to capital and ways to buy and sell invoices. Populus will be there right at the nick of time. VeryTasty, helping whole entire nations and giant corporations invest in crypto through their smart contracts and building solutions for these giant institutions. AMEC Go, serving people in all of Asia to let them buy and sell crypto and use their as their mobile wallets. Okay, Litecoin will be the payment coin of the future, I think, while Bitcoin is the store of value that it's designed to be. Okay, and so yeah, very, very exciting times. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm available. I think my email is down below. It's luke@deephealingspace. You can always contact me if you have any questions. I do crypto and investing consultations on top of you know, the nutritional balancing that I work. And then if you want to contact me, you know, I also do consultations where I can teach you how to invest in some of this stuff and how to hold it, how to buy and sell this stuff, and how to manage it and do all that. And then, you know, don't forget physical silver too as well. It's important. Take out some of your crypto gains and buy physical silver, because that's very undervalued as well. And someday soon, silver will start to break free of the manipulation. Okay, so stay happy, stay safe. Wish you a happy crypto holidays. Tell your family members about it. It's very important, because the system is starting to break down, you guys. It's going to start to accelerate. The fiat paper system is dying. And if you look at the subtle signs, it's already starting to happen. And this is the new wave. This is the future. And it's going to bring prosperity to Earth. But it's important that you bite the bullet and start learning about this stuff, because it is the future. Anyways, I hope that helps you guys out. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.